You Hoops Nation, Kurt Forsyth coming to you from Florham Park, Lifetime Athletic. Quash of Weedham Boys. We saw week 3 tonight.
Yeah. Starting to the picture is starting to come into focus on who's going to be contenders and who's going to, make a push and be a force to reckon with. We're starting to see that.
Soon. First game, Free World.
Yeah.
Versus Downtown. 5-on-4, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Usually a 5-on-4 is either a close game or it's a blowout.
Right. That wasn't the case tonight.
No, I'm not really sure how it happened. Well, I know how it happened. Free World kind of realized they had an extra player. They started passing the ball towards the end of the game.
Right.
They started making some shots because they were open. They were hassling Downtown a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There was a play. Changed the game completely. I'll let you tell the story.
If it's the same play I'm thinking of.
Okay, what's your play?
Well, they were playing 5-on-4. The team with 4 was winning throughout, and then the 5-player team began to mount the comeback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And right at the height of it, with about a minute 30 left,
Yes.
someone took an ill-advised 3-point shot that
Didn't hit the rim.
didn't hit anything, and after that, the floodgates opened, and it was over.
It went on, Downtown, I think, went on about an 8 or 10 point unanswered run. It was 64-62, and I will say, what started off to be a pretty, this is going to be a blowout with the team with 4 winning, became a very close game.
Yeah, it did.
A couple of 3-pointers, interesting steals, layups.
They started figuring it out, man. And it wasn't too late. They began to figure it out,
No.
and they just, that play.
One shot. Well, that's a learning point. At least this is not a playoff game, so your season doesn't end on a disappointing loss, because I really thought they were about to pull it out.
I thought they were too, until
the turning point, until they didn't.
the shot. Instead, it was almost one shining moment, and instead it was
All of a sudden, it's turned into
It was
the
something.
shot. Yeah.
it was rough.
So, second game was LTF Nation versus Monstars.
Yeah. The champs.
Again, I thought that was going to be a very competitive game. There was a lot of sugar running through people's veins, a lot of energy. People were running up and down.
It was. I mean, the first half was very competitive.
Close game.
Close game. The hook man was really playing well.
Inside, outside. And he wasn't even depending on the hook shot.
No, he wasn't. His outside shot is very improved.
Halftime, I was like, wow, this is quite a game. And then it just looked like LTF Nation just ran out of steam. They just, energy just nosedive.
Finger pointing,
Yeah.
and then it was over. And then
A couple rough plays, and then they came down just shooting.
Didn't get back on D.
That really hurt them. They would come down, take the shot, miss, not get the rebound, but not get back. And so Monstars had just an easy layup down on the other
I
end.
don't think I've ever seen that many open layups in a game.
I heard the comment, layup drill, during the game. And honestly, that's what it turned into at the end of the
a
game.
million layups.
Uncontested, too.
So the champs cruised after a rough first half, and they looked better than they did last week.
They did.
So
They did.
we will say that. And their whole team wasn't there, so, they looked better. They're going to be a force.
So that shapes up a very interesting game next week.
Yes.
Weedham Boys and Monstars both undefeated.
2-0. And as they say in boxing, somebody's O must go.
Somebody's going down.
Somebody's going down next week.
Game of the week?
Definitely.
I think maybe even game of the season, given how the first 3 weeks have played out so far.
Yeah, without question. Should be a very, very interesting matchup because for the champs, Wayne Gravesand, he has basically played bully ball and had his way up to this point. So,
yes.
Will it continue? We'll have to see.
Will that change? We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
it should be something though.
What do you think will be a key matchup in that game?
The key matchup is going to be actually the one that you wouldn't think of. I think it's going to be Ryan McPherson going against Chris Harvell. And will he be able to, because Ryan, he runs that team. He's you got
the floor general.
He definitely is. And if you don't take care of that,
we have some problems.
You're going to have some problems. So Chris Harvell will have his work cut out for him. I think that's the key matchup.
That's the key matchup.
Definitely.
What about going the other way for Weedham boys on offense and Monstars on defense?
For Weedham boys, it's going to be yourself, Kurt Forsyth, getting going and being aggressive, because he's been, for some reason, deferring to a guy twice his age to handle the scoring load. I don't understand why. So hopefully that will be your breakout game, because it will be much appreciated.
Okay. You've been doing a great job. I think you've been
Yeah.
averaging 20 plus points a game so far.
It's on borrowed time. I can guarantee you that.
Well, we'll see what happens. It'll be a very close game. You guys should definitely come out and see it. 2 other teams obviously will be playing as well.
Yep.
But very interesting week 3 will really set the tone, I think.
Definitely.
Because as you mentioned, everything's starting to fall into line. So you have to kind of see where everyone else falls into play. But anyway, you guys come out and see it. And as I promised last week, mustache game will be the 22nd, the weekend of the 22nd in Montvale.
Okay.
There'll be a link there on the UHoops website, give you much more detail, how you can bring your friends, you can put a team in.
I don't know if I can let this go that long. I'm starting to really look scruffy. I'm starting to get pulled over by the police more and more. So
I'm growing. I see. I started to grow mine a little too.
Yeah,
it's coming in.
It is a little bit.
It's coming in.
It's
not as luscious as yours, but
maybe I'll tell you what the key is to make it grow out off camera. I don't know if I have that on camera.
Much appreciated. Anyway, you guys check out the highlights. See you next week.